Travelling light doesn't mean sacrificing comfort or convenience. In fact, adopting a minimalist approach to travel can enhance your journey by reducing stress, streamlining your packing process, and maximising your enjoyment of the experience. Whether you're embarking on a weekend away or a globe-trotting adventure, these minimalist travel tips and packing ideas will help you pack smarter, travel lighter, and explore with ease. Hi, my name's Rachel. I do videos about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year, and today we're talking about travel tips, specifically as a minimalist. Before I was a minimalist, I would definitely say I packed heavy rather than light. I would pack everything but the kitchen sink, and yeah, I remember lugging those big old suitcases around the airports, travelling, and just finding it quite stressful, chaotic, and then still feeling like I've forgotten something or missed something. And when I brought my bags home, I always thought I didn't wear any of that. I wore the same couple of items, like a capsule wardrobe, like we do. But in the last couple of years, since I've become more minimalist and I've decluttered and I've streamlined, I have a very different approach to travel. Last year I went on 3 mini trips, and the difference to my packing was, quite noticeable. I was travelling with just a backpack for 4 nights, 5 days, and it worked. I didn't feel like I was not taking stuff. I still felt like I had everything I need. One time I did forget the travel adapter, not my brightest moment. Generally, I packed everything and nothing was not used, and the space was very much utilised. And let me show you the things that I do that make it really streamlined, help me make the best decisions about what to pack, and streamline your packing for you as well. Let's start by talking outfits. At the minute I've got jeans and like a sports jumper on, so I'd probably wear something like this if it was milder. If it's going to be warmer and I know I'm travelling in the middle of the day, then I would definitely wear a bit more of a summery outfit. I do find I'm quite cold at airports, so I tend to layer up, and if I'm taking a coat with me, I will wear it and then hold it if I need to. I don't have a little bag if I do want to put my wallet and passport in, and I can usually get away with that without having to pay any extra. So I would definitely wear something really comfy and something that has layers. I quite often do sports trousers as well, because I find that's a really comfy outfit for travel, and I will always wear trainers. So one of the first things you need to think about when you're packing is the travel bags that you are using. Size matters, and it's really important if you're travelling with certain airlines that you are using a really specific sized bag that is maximising the size that you can have without making it difficult to take on and off the plane, etc. You're not going to get caught with extra fees. I often fly with Ryanair and EasyJet. Ryanair tend to be much smaller, but I always make sure that my bags fit a Ryanair size bag, because then I know that they'll fit in the EasyJet one, so I'm covered. I don't have to have more bags than I need, but the bag that I've got is really versatile. I am currently considering whether or not to get a Nordace. I keep seeing adverts everywhere for this Sienna backpack, and it looks incredible. It's got so many different pockets, and pockets are key. So I'll show you the bag that I've got at the minute that I currently use. It fits the Ryanair criteria. It's got lots of pockets, so it is really versatile and works really well for me. Plus it's got a little bit of padding to make it comfortable. So I highly recommend having a backpack that has lots of different pockets but good structure, so that you have got a comfy backpack that you could still use to explore as well. That's what's quite handy with the sizing of the bags, is that actually they are really good for those kind of walking, exploring holidays, because you can put your food, etc. that you've bought in your bag without having to feel like you've got another bag on you. I don't know, it just feels like it's a versatile piece that I can use when I'm exploring. And I always take an empty water bottle with me. I have once left a water bottle on a bus when I was abroad, but it happens. I'm a bit forgetful sometimes, but I do try and take a water bottle because quite often you can fill up at the airports, etc. So I do try and take my own bottle so I don't have to buy lots of extra drinks. And if you're thinking about longer term holidays, when you've got hold-all bags, you can buy these packing cubes, and I've just bought myself some to see if I can streamline my packing ready for my bigger holiday in the summer, because I know that I haven't done a longer holiday for a little while, so it is going to be a different packing experience than I've done in the last couple of years because they've been much shorter holidays. So I do need to make sure that I am making the most of my space. So we'll talk through the different strategies, but packing cubes are a really great way to organise bigger and larger hold-all bags. And it means that it's slightly more organised, so it's easier to find things. So if you need to grab anything straight away when you unpack, you know exactly where everything is. If you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and press subscribe if you want to see more videos about this or decluttering or minimalism or my no spend year. And do like and share and comment, because it really does make a difference to how much this video gets pumped out to all the people that would like to see it. So I really appreciate it when you do. Next thing you need to do is make a list of essentials, your non-negotiables. Travel adapters are definitely on my list, so that I don't forget them. Write down everything that you would need to have on a daily basis, like if you've got any medicine, travel adapters, any creams or makeup. Write your essentials that you must have so that you know that you're definitely packing them. And this could be a list that is just on your phone, so that anytime you go away you check that list and you know you've got everything. So it just makes it easier when you come back for packing that you've already got that list generated of your things that you definitely need. So my next tip is to plan your outfits with purpose. And when you're thinking about clothing, you're going to need to think about the weather and the kind of weather it's going to be while you're there. So if you're planning ahead, think about what the weather is usually like in that place. So my longer holiday is going to be right in the height of July, August, so I know it's going to be really hot, but there's obviously always a chance of a rainstorm, etc. But you just never know. But generally it's hot, so I do need to plan for that. So it is very much a summer holiday. My next holiday is a shorter holiday, but it's going to be in April, so the weather is going to be a bit milder, so I do need to bear that in mind when I'm packing for my shorter holiday. If you know exactly where you're going each day, what is a realistic outfit that you are going to wear for that kind of scenario, and have options for variations of weather. For example, like if you know that you need to layer to be able to have outfits for milder weather, then bear that in mind. And consider your comfort and functionality when you're planning your outfits. And so then you know exactly which outfits are most suitable for which days, and then you know exactly how many outfits you need. You don't over commit to the number of outfits that you take. So let's talk a little bit about planning your capsule wardrobe. So firstly, you need to know exactly what it is you're doing. What's your itinerary? Are you hiking? Are you sunbathing? Are you swimming? Are you exploring? Know what you're doing to know which items are going to be needed. So if you're exploring, you're more likely to need hiking boots and hiking socks, rather than if you're just going to be lounging on a beach where you just need swimwear and a swim towel. So it's about working out exactly how your holiday is going to look, so you know which items to pack. When you're thinking about planning your outfits, think about a colour palette for your wardrobe, because essentially you are creating a capsule wardrobe. So you want a palette of colours that complement each other, so that most of the items that you choose can be mixed and matched well within your collection, so that you've got a range of different combinations that you could choose from without kind of having to have so many items. And you want to select versatile pieces, like really timeless pieces, so you know that you're probably going to need a pair of jeans. That might be a good travel item to wear because it's slightly bulkier. And also you know then that you can mix and match with different tops, and you can either dress it up or dress it down, and you've got that option with that item of clothing. So choose items that are really going to work for a variety of different uses, different activities, so that you've got options. And within that you can think about versatile pieces that are like anti-wrinkle, that are not likely to crease that easily. And you're going to want to be able to mix and match items, so think about items that work well with different items, so that you're using that colour palette to the max by having a couple of different tops with a couple of different bottoms that kind of interlink and work well together. And what I tend to do when I am creating my capsule wardrobe is to get all the things that I think that I would want, and then I edit it down, because obviously you're going to want to select more than what you need. You're going to try and do a couple of outfits per day, and it just means that it forces you to edit it a little bit more and be a bit more ruthless so that you are streamlining it. I think we're always too generous when we first think about our outfits, and then if you reduce it down, it means that you've got less to take. So, and you probably wouldn't use all of it that you'd picked. So use that opportunity to edit down. My next tip is space-saving packing technique. I've already mentioned the packing cubes, which is a great way to organise, but there's space-saving things that you could do as well. Some of them might be really obvious. For example, if you've got any shoes, you would always fill the shoes with socks or underwear, etc., to maximise that space that's in there, because they're not ones that you can really easily push flat. If you've got a hat, make sure that you've got the hat so that you are filling the inside of the cap. So put it in a suitable space and then fill it so that it keeps the shape of your hat. And as well as the packing cubes, you can also get compression bags where you actually can squeeze them down and then make them smaller so that things are more tight, and it will just save some of that space when space is always quite tight. Another great strategy is to roll your clothes rather than folding them. When you roll them, you are able to get more of the air out, so it does actually sit better within your packing cubes and within your hold-all bag. So I always roll any of my clothes, and it does help prevent some of the extra wrinkles that you might get. And the most obvious one is to wear the bulkiest items when you travel, because these are ones that are going to take up the most space and also probably the heaviest. So if you know that you've got to take a coat just in case, I would wear that onto the plane, etc. You can take it off and be able to store it. It means that you're not trying to fit it into a bag when it's a bulky item. It isn't always the most practical idea to wear the heaviest, but if you know that at least you have another maybe small carrier bag that you can pull out after you've got off the plane, that you can put the bulky items in, it just means that you have saved yourself having to pay extra for extra carry-on space or extra hold-all space. So hopefully this will inspire you to try and edit your packing so that it's a bit more minimalist, and it will make life that little bit easier. If you've done that preparation in advance, you know that you're going to have exactly what you need on your holiday and nothing that you're not going to use. And that's what it's about. We so often take stuff that we don't need, when this is an opportunity to take only what we need. I'd love to know if you've got your own packing tips as a minimalist to make it easier and simplified. Share them in the comments below so that we can help each other out, so I get more ideas on how I can be a better packer, because I used to take everything. I should be back for more videos soon. Take care. Bye.